You're listening to the Tony Conley Morning Show on 1320 WILS, 1320WILS.com. Many business owners and business managers, check writing, decision-making people listen to our show, and they travel quite a bit, and they're going to be a little unnerved by a new report that says you need to watch out for the germs that are in hotels and motels because they're lurking everywhere. Let's learn a little bit more about this from Tricia Holderman, who's a cleaning expert for 1320 WILS and Fox News Radio. She is with Elite Facility Systems. She's an internationally recognized individual as one of the leading authorities in the field of cleaning buildings. Tricia, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good to hear your voice. Tell us about this new report.
You know, we have, I do infection prevention, so we get ongoing reports, and we have what's called a germometer. So I have one of those little meters that I can take to hotels, airplanes, airports, and actually measure how many germs are on something. And what we're finding is in the hotels, it's the shower floors and the remotes that are by far disgusting.
All right, this Rosen report looked at hotel rooms from the top 5 hotel chains across the country, and they had a scale, and if you scored 100 or more, you needed to be worried, 100 or less, not as worried. Tell us about that.
So, and there are different, ours is the same thing. The meter that we have is actually much more detailed. So for us, it's 0 to 250 is a good meter. It means it's clean. 250 to 1,000 says, yeah, if you have a great immune system, you're probably okay. But if you don't, you really need to keep an eye on this. Anything over 1,000 is unacceptable. And what we were finding on remote controls is like the 15 to 20,000 numbers. The shower floors between 10 and 20,000. So, I mean, we're talking an excessive amount of germs. And supposedly these are being cleaned. I think what's happening is some of these hotels are not cleaning with disinfectants. They're just cleaning with neutral cleaners, which is not killing any germs at all.
You know, my wife will send me and the boys around to the remotes, the door handles, the light switches, as well as floors with the disinfectant, and we get together and we try to tackle it quickly. It's not that big a deal. Why in the world aren't these businesses instructing their employees to do the same?
You know, they probably do instruct them to do them, but the people that are going in and out of these rooms, they have, you know, they may have to be required to do like 25 rooms in a day, so they're only allowed to spend 5 or 10 minutes in a room. So it's not really their fault as much as it is corporates for not giving the right supplies and not giving them the disinfectant, but also requiring that they zip through these rooms so quickly that they're not able to get every single thing that needs to get done.
Bathroom floors, remotes, what else do we need to be wary about?
Yeah, door handles, absolutely. And then we're seeing telephones. Those really are about the 4 scary places. The other scary place is the duvet covers, the decorative things that they put on top of the beds. Sometimes it's just a piece of fabric. But what happens is those are not being cleaned on a regular basis, and they are just germ collectors. The good thing about those is that they're soft products, and germs don't live on them nearly as long. So we're, you know, a few hours at a time is how long they're living. So most people are not getting into the room that quickly.
How bad are the germs? Are they really going to get us sick, or is this an overblown situation?
You know, I have one word for that: Ebola. Mm-hmm. So in the past, I don't think that we were quite as cognizant of it. I think everybody's brains have been opened up to the fact that this is something that's very serious, that a germ in some other part of the world can truly infect us over here. And it's just a matter of somebody getting on a plane, and several planes actually, several airports, to bring their germs here.
What do you tell people, Tricia, who say, of course, Tricia Holderman's going to say this. She's in the business of getting us to listen about this. Of course she's going to sound the alarm.
You know, I am, but I'm also, if we don't sound the alarm like at this huge decibel, what we're saying is like simple things. Like, you know, after you've handled the bins at the security checkpoint, use your sanitizer, because everybody in the world has touched those bins, and they're not being cleaned at all. I mean, no cleaning is being done. There is not anybody who's assigned to clean those, so there really isn't. So they're nasty. The other thing, and most people don't understand this, was the airflow in the airplanes. everyone knows that air is just being moved back and forth. What some people don't realize, you need to put the air blowing down like on your body or to the side of your face, because when you blow it directly on your face, and I see this all the time, all you're doing is taking the germs from the guy who sneezed 8 rows back and sniffling them and getting them in your nostrils, which just gives you the germs.
Isn't that air filtered?
It's filtered, not that well.
So what else, Tricia, can we do to protect ourselves, whether we're in an airport or a hotel room?
Yeah, keep your hand sanitizer. That's really the most important thing, because there's no way we're ever going to get all the germs off every surface in the world. So what the bigger concern is that you may have touched a door handle or an elevator button or an escalator rail. At some point, you may rub your eyes, you may sneeze, you may take a piece of a cookie and stuff it in your mouth. Well, all those germs are just being transmitted. So keeping your hands clean truly is the most important thing you can do.
Tricia Holderman is a cleaning expert for 1320 WILS and Fox News Radio. Tricia, we appreciate your time so much. Thank you.
Sure, thank you.
It's the Tony Conley Morning Show on more compelling talk radio, 1320 WILS and 1320WILS.com.